Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. TGIF. Hopefully, you all are going to have a excited, wonderful weekend lined up for you. If you're not, well, have no worries because next week begins a brand new weekend. This is going to be a jam-packed action video. We're going to be going over quite a bit of different stuff in this episode of, my life on this never ever boring game. Gonna be talking about some stuff on old school RuneScape. Gonna be talking about gaming stuff in general. And if you could do me a really big favor and drop and smash that like button. If you want to see future content, definitely smash the subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell. Gonna be posting a new video tomorrow as well. And I'm currently waiting to do a birdhouse run right now. I don't understand what is taking so long. I set a timer, and the timer has, well, it's done something to me once again. If you want to see more of these podcast-style episodes, this playlist will be the top pinned comment. Pretty much a series I started almost 1 year ago. Crazy. We've definitely been making, whoo boy, yeah, quite a lot of stuff in here. And, well, sell everything is still on the table. Right now, the old school RuneScape economy is kind of really going, yeah, it's going down the toilet. So we're going to be talking a lot about that. Going to be talking a little bit about 2004 Scape as well. Going to be talking a little bit about RuneScape 3. And gonna be talking more so about this problem right here. Birdhouse crash, because NightmareRH's money-making method, along with a lot of you all money-making method, well, it's going down the toilet right now. So gotta bring up that. Yesterday, I ended up posting a new Morrowind video. I can definitely tell that you guys aren't a Morrowind Elder Scrolls fan, and that's really no worries at all. But I did keep a promise. Yesterday, I ended up getting the hardest chess piece in the game, the Lord's Mail. It actually has a pretty cool name if you really think about it. The Lord's Mail. It is the best chess plate in the game. I nearly threw my computer Xbox controller because I kept dying. But luckily on the Elder Scrolls, you can reload the game, unlike on RuneScape. On RuneScape, you can just keep going back to the boss over and over again. But for those of you that are Morrowind fans, I'm probably not going to be posting any more content. I really apologize, but I really did my due diligence. I kept a promise about the Lord's Mail. Maybe in the future, or maybe on a different channel. I'll talk about that a little bit more near the end of this video. Might put some Elder Scrolls content up. But otherwise, yeah, definitely check out yesterday's video if you are definitely an Elder Scrolls fan. Or just want to see something other than RuneScape per se. Okay, so straight off the bat, talking about old school RuneScape, and what in the shit, man? Okay, I honestly swear my timer should have gone off by now. Not to mention we've been recording for like 3-4 minutes. This is actually kind of really frustrating, but it will give me an actual time to really talk about some things. So right now, the old school RuneScape economy is in somewhat of a still blown like crash and stuff. A lot of people are blaming the influx of players that are coming to this game because there is a overwhelming number of new people that are starting to come on old school RuneScape. Not to mention that it's just the summertime. The summertime where a lot of people tend to play video games more in general. I mean, our population on this game obviously is on the older side, but with the accessibility of mobile devices and also a lot of people just finding it easier to play this game, you just have a lot more people on here. I mean, if we were to go back in time to 2013 And if you were to say, hey, old school RuneScape is going to be more popular than RuneScape 3, or rather RS2, back then RS2 was still in effect. RuneScape 3 actually didn't come out until after old school RuneScape, but you probably wouldn't have believed it. I mean, there's actually a lot of talk about how RuneScape 3 is just really could very well be not really obsolete, but just go full blown on microtransactions. Jagex ended up finishing a test trial. I'm not really sure if they're going to post the data, but they wanted to see what it would be like to have full blown microtransactions into the game, where you can buy essentially double EXP for like IRL money, which just really is crazy if you think about it. But I mean, hey, if that's what RS3 is going to be like, then so be it. That's what RuneScape 3 is going to be like. And for any of you out there that is on RuneScape 3 or does play RuneScape 3, there could be very well big changes coming to there. But old school RuneScape right now is really in a weird pivot of a cycle where we have a influx of a lot of people. And I mean, it's not bad. If you really think about it, the more people that play old school RuneScape and the more membership that actually comes from old school RuneScape, not to mention you can legally real world trade on OSRS, just buy bonds. If you want GP, just buy bonds. I mean, I honestly don't know what a bond is right now on old school RuneScape. If I had to guesstimate, I think maybe 13, 14 mil. So I believe you get like 11 or 12 bonds for every $100. So I mean, yeah, right then and there, that is a legal way to really pretty much real world trade, if you really think about it. But with the influx of players, not to mention with the amount of selling that is really going on, it's causing the overall like economy on this video game. It is crazy how this video game has a no shit economy, like an actual living and breathing economy. It's so funny. This game never gets boring. This game legitimately never gets boring. Like, I love this game so much. People tell me, Nightmare, how do I make it so this game does not ever get boring? You just gotta, like, read the updates. Like, this game is just... I love this game. There is never not any, like, boring stuff on here. I gotta exchange these for some birdhouses, but there's a lot of people that are definitely selling, as well as updates are coming out on this game. And I do want to talk a little bit about how annoying it really is, and I did want to make an entire video just talking about the annoyance of like buying items and then having it go down, which I'm pretty sure we've all experienced in a way. I'm just going to tap on it maybe for like a minute or so. Many years ago, back in like 2000, hell, even after the Grand Exchange, there was a stabilization of items. And what that means is that you could log onto this game, play it for a couple months, log off for a couple months, and come back, and your items would nearly be identical of what you paid for them on here. Keep the numbers simple. You buy a Armadale Godsword for 10 mil. You play the game for 3 months. You leave the game for 3 months. 6 months go by. An Armadale Godsword, it may go up a little. It may drop. You may be in the red. You may be in the negative by a couple 100K. You could be in the positive by a couple 100K. But you're not going to see a Armadale Godsword drop by like 15, 20, 30%. That's just going to piss you off. And that's just going to cause, like, demotivation. Well, on RuneScape 3, you literally see that. It's just annoying. Now, why is it like that on RuneScape 3? It's because making GP is so damn easy. Is making GP easy on old school RuneScape? Well, if you're really good at doing raids, PKing, you don't got anything to worry about. If that's not your style of playing the game, if it doesn't make you happy, like, I really love playing RuneScape as a old-fashioned MMORPG, then yeah, it's going to piss you off when you buy an item that's very valuable and it took you a while to buy that item and save up for it, and then in a couple months you see it, you know, drop by 20%. You're like, what the hell? So a lot of people are kind of really frustrated right now. And a lot because of the frustration, and also because it's a video game, people are just literally just selling a bunch of items and stuff, which does add to the, what the hell is this? Evil chicken legs. Hell yeah, brother. We got some legs, but I love this game. Oh man, I just got 480k GP. I don't believe it's going to sell for 480k GP, but I just got some, like, free GP. Okay, but back to what I was saying. There was a point in time during this game where you never ever had a problem like that. You never had a problem where you did not have to worry about your GP. And back in 2012, or rather I should say 2011, I ended up buying a Divine Spirit Shield on RuneScape 2. And because of military obligations, I was deployed overseas. And then I came back early 2012, and my Divine Spirit Shield ended up crashing by hundreds of mils. Now, it was my fault, obviously, for doing it. But the point being is, like, 2012 RuneScape, that's when volatility came into this game, and things just went really haywire. And right then and there, I probably should have gotten rid of it, but I chose to continue to get kicked in my nuts, and it didn't turn out very well. But the point being is that things on this game that sit in your bank are really no longer safe, and I think a lot of people are becoming very much aware of that, and a lot of people are kind of just really selling their stuff. Not to mention, it is, like, we're definitely almost we're more than halfway done with the summertime. So that could also be a possibility. But as for a little crash on this game as well, it is definitely hindering a lot of money-making abilities, such as some birdhouse runs, some farming runs. A lot of people on this game are complaining because farming runs are really crashing because everything's going down. So the price of herbs are going down, the price of seeds are going down. Just, like, money-making methods in general are really just kind of hitting a gigantic rock bottom. And for the last year, I've been tracking my monthly gains on birdhouse runs. Although for the last, like, several months, I've been a little late. So I kind of really been tracking, like, I want to say, maybe, like, every 45 days for the last couple months. But my money-making method has basically just, like, completely hit the pooper. And now I gotta really debate if I want to continue doing it, because the profits are just, it's not really, like, worth, it's not really, like, worth the hassle. If it was, oh boy, what was that noise? Oh, that's advertisement. If I do want to continue this, it's going to be a little annoying, because last month, where are we? Last month, hang on one second. Last month, when I sold my birdhouse loot tabber, 1 month ago, June 28th, So about 1 month ago, birdhouses were... They were 20% more in value. That's 6,000 GP. Now they're 5,000 GP. So last month, my loot tab was, I believe, 64 million GP. That was with Slayer and also mining and some other stuff. I can go ahead and tell you that my loot tab right now, it's not going to be 45 mil. So 1 month ago, I had 45 million GP. Yeah, this is definitely probably not going to be 45 million GP at all. I can definitely predict the future on that. I don't even think my Slayer tab is really going to even matter. Come on. Because the last month I did actually do a lot of Slayer, so let's see. Holy banana farts. That is terrible. That is absolutely terrible. So let's go ahead and do the simple math here. So we got 22 mil from my birdhouses over here. 22 mil. Where's my calculator? We got our handy dandy calculator right here. So 4465 times 6,000 GP. That would give us an extra, what is that? An extra 4. Okay, so it's really not that much of a difference. That's like an extra 4 mil-ish. Does 4 mil make a big difference? Probably not. But last summer, when I started doing this, birdhouses really were over 7,000 GP. Now, does 31 million minus 22,485,740 make a difference? 8.7 mil, yeah, that kind of really does make a difference because 22 million GP, what I currently have, that is like not, I mean, hell, even 28 million GP divided by 30 days out of the month, I'm making less than 1 mil a day. And I did say last year that I'm going to continue doing this as long as I make more than 1 mil per day. So I got 28 million GP on my birdhouse tab right here. So 28 million, let's call it flat 28 million GP. Considering the fact that a lot of this stuff is probably not going to sell anywhere close to what it should, really. But let's go ahead and check out my Slayer tab. Hopefully Nightmare remakes some loot in the Slayer field. Otherwise, it's not going to be a good time here. I can definitely tell you, it's not going to be a good time at all. Damn it! Stop taking those rings. Come on. Give me those herpes. Give me those herpes. What about expensive herbs? Okay, we got some Ranners. You're pretty expensive. Avitos, Kwamis, and Snaps. I think... Ooh, and we'll take one of these. Okay, I think we have a good chunk here. Let's go ahead and see. If I can have my Slayer tab come in more than 5 mil, that would be good. Woohoo! Okay, yeah, baby. All right, well, I predicted somewhat of the future. I'm going to go ahead and add 5 million GP because I really feel that a lot of this stuff is probably not going to sell for really what it should. So we'll say 5 million GP. So in 1 month, I ended up making 33 million GP. That is absolutely terrible. That makes me not want to do birdhouse runs anymore. And that's actually pretty bad. Really bad. That it's like demotivation. Now, I will say that I don't do birdhouse runs as much as kind of like I want to say I should in a way. I kind of really been like a little more liberal on them. Where are this? Maybe I can go ahead. I'm just thinking about some other things that I can actually change out here. Where is this dude? So I totally forgot that I do actually have a lot of these things for doing agility. No, NightmareRH is not going full-blown into 99 agility just yet. But I do have a lot of the Mark of the Graces, and I'm pretty sure I can change that. I'm on the wiki right now. So let's go ahead and pull up here. So let's see. You receive 1, the Grand Exchange, so containing 110 Marks of Grace. Is an item containing 100 little crystals, blah, 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 blah. Therefore, if using these packs, currency it can exchange. Receive 1. Am I reading this correctly? That it costs... No, it can't be. These packs can be bought for 10 Marks of Grace. Okay, so I got... How many Marks of Grace do I have? I got 581, so 580. So 580. Where are you, calculator? So 580, so that's going to be 58 times 90,000. Let's just round it down to 90,000 GP. Hopefully I'm doing the math correctly. So that gives me roughly, let's say 5 million, or just whatever this, 5 million plus 33 million GP. So in 1 month, I made 38 million GP. That's actually really bad. Still making 38 million GP compared to last couple of months where I have made significantly a lot more. That's actually pretty bad. So, definitely the economical crash in this game has really taken a kick in my nuts when it comes to GP money making. And I know a lot of you all out there are in the same way, because a lot of your items have definitely crashed. My third age has definitely gone down big time. And the only thing right now that I'm trying really to do is to accumulate cash. I did actually sell my rapier because it was just sitting around in my bank. So I ended up getting some cash for that. But, I mean, this really is a video game, but it just is really annoying when you spend a lot of time working to get something. And then the item just really sits in your bank and just bleeds GP. It's like you use it a couple times and it just bleeds GP. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. I got some god swords that just sit around in my bank and do nothing. Probably going to end up selling... because I don't even use a Bandos God Sword anymore. I don't even use a AGS anymore, and I have an AGS. I don't even use this crap. This Fang, in my opinion, is like the only weapon that you really need. You take the Fang with your Light Bearer ring, and that's like OP as hell. Yeah, this ring and the Fang is just, it's incredible. Not to mention, I am going to keep this. This defender is badass, and I am keeping it. But the only thing that I'm currently doing right now on old school RuneScape is really accumulating GP. And what I do with that GP, I would really love, once again, to really do a challenge, but at the same time, but a one item type of a challenge. At the same time, it's just really it's a little scary and also a little annoying to know that this item can also just, just kind of really just plummet hardcore. It's pretty funny because a third age longsword was actually at like 1.8, 1.9 mil a couple weeks ago when I made a video talking about it. Now, if this is accurate, it can be as low as like 1.6, 1.7. A lot of you all have said it would actually be smart to put GP into an item like this. And some of you all have said it is very much suicidal. I see the arguments from both sides of the aisle. Yes, having all your GP in one item can definitely make it go down more than anything, but it can also, I mean, hey, if I catch a bottom, it can definitely make it go up as well too. So it has one of those like 50-50 effects. Imagine if I were to buy it and the next thing I know it goes to like max cash stack. That would be pretty awesome. But at the same time, it's like, do I hold on to it? Do I get rid of it? It's one of those factors. So that's something that I really got to debate. But like I said, me personally on this game, I got to really see if it's worth doing birdhouse runs anymore. Should I hang on to them until they go back up in price? There's really no guarantee. That's like the one crappy thing about it, is that there's really no guarantee at all if they actually will go back up in price entirely. And that's another thing that is just really like irritating in a way. Okay, so lastly, talking on. What is going on? Hang on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. You have gotta be kidding me. Did I just completely lose everything? You know, this stupid recording. Alright, hopefully everything is still here. Like I was saying, RS3 is a little bit more stable. And, I did actually rebuy one. Ah, damn. Hey, my recorder just completely just messed up. Anyways, on Runescape 3, I already bought back a couple items. An Easter egg, green Santa hat. Gonna continue to buy back these items slowly over time. Game plan on old school RuneScape, I'm not entirely sure just yet, but we'll go ahead and see. I'm going to go and beat the hell out of my internet, or my modem, I should say, because this is obviously causing a lot of pain. I had some more stuff that I really wanted to talk about, but for the sake of recording, I think this thing may